Hi, my name is Paul Mullins, and I'm a blockchain developer at Skrumble Network. The blockchain is a special database. Money today is stored on computers, specifically databases running on computers. So when you take cash out of your bank account, do a debit card transaction, do a credit card transaction, or even just use your PayPal account, the numbers in the databases that are owned and controlled by your bank change. So blockchain is similar to that database your bank uses, but it's also very different. Blockchain is distributed across the entire world and accessible to anybody with an internet connection. The first blockchain was the Bitcoin blockchain, but new blockchains come into existence every other day, and each of them adds a new feature or use case. Mining on the blockchain is required to keep everyone in sync. Otherwise, people can create money out of nothing, for example. So it's a way to keep everyone on the same page. So the way mining works, so there's many different blockchains, such as Ethereum, Bitcoin that everyone knows, but others include Dash, Monero, and Zcash, each having their own unique set of things that they do. Actually, Ethereum is a fully fledged computer, not just a database, which makes it pretty cool. So there's a block time, and for Bitcoin it's about 10 minutes, for Ethereum it's about 30 seconds. And these blocks, and this is where the mining comes in. So at the beginning of every time a block's generated, everyone in the world's on a race to figure out the next block. And what you do is you have to guess a very specific random number. And everyone knows what the random number looks like in the end, but they don't know what the random number is. So what they do is the more guesses you have, the higher chances you have of guessing the next block. So that's why people are building these supercomputers. Literally, the Bitcoin network is the biggest Bitcoin or Ethereum network is the biggest supercomputer on the planet, hands down. So we're investing all this money and computational power and lots of energy. This is the amount of power of a small country to figure out the next block, because it'll give you Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any other cryptocurrency. So what's the block used for? So people are mining it to get the cryptocurrency. So if I was to send you some Bitcoin, you don't get the Bitcoin until it's added to the blockchain. So but that means your transaction has to go in the next block. So every block contains a specific number of transactions, and as long as you get your transaction into that block, you can send Bitcoin to anybody in the world who also has Bitcoin. They don't even have to have Bitcoin. You can send it to somebody who doesn't even have Bitcoin. It's pretty cool. So as we were talking about earlier, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these other blockchains are using a lot of energy and power. And the system that uses is called proof of work. If you put the work in, you get the reward. That's a pretty simple model. So this proof of work model is not going to work in the long run. As we said earlier, Bitcoin and Ethereum are using enough power to power a small country, if maybe even a medium-sized country. So a lot of people have been working on a solution for this for a long time. And the most promising solution today is a system called proof of stake. So if you assume people don't want to lose their Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever cryptocurrency you want, you can create a system using game theory where instead of having to mine the next block, everyone stakes their Ethereum. You put your money into code running on the blockchain. Well, it's not necessarily code, but you put your money on the blockchain and you lock it up there. And then every 30 seconds, everyone in the network agrees that one of the members is going to get the next reward. And the way it works is the more you stake, the higher chance you have of getting the next reward. So the thing is, if you wanted to try hacking that system, you'd actually need to If everyone on the network would disagree with you, and all your money would disappear. It would turn into nothing. It would be deleted from the blockchain, from the database that is the blockchain. So proof of stake is going to be really cool. It's going to happen over the next couple years. Many blockchains today are transitioning to proof of stake, specifically Ethereum with their Casper protocol. And when that happens, blockchain will not need all that energy and computational power to achieve the consensus around the entire world. For blockchain, I'm really excited to see what happens towards solving the problems of identity and scalability, and I'm really excited to work on that at Skrumble Network. Stay tuned.